What up, y'all? It's Drake's Takes. How we doing today? I'm feeling good, feeling great. I don't know why. I just haven't watched as much college football as I normally do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was kind of checked out this week. I didn't watch as many of these games. Also, ESPN and YouTube TV are beefing, so that's fucked. Texas beat Vandy 34-31. Damn, Vandy, I was rooting so hard for you, man. That's a tough ass loss, dude. Arch Manning came through. He's looking better. He's looking alive and well. 328 yards, 3 touchdowns. Quantravius Wisner, 103 total yards, 7-2. Georgia, Arkansas, Texas A&M. Texas is next three. That's tough. Vandy, 7-2. Next three: Auburn, Kentucky, Tennessee. Vandy could very well. Vandy could very well be 10-2 and in the playoff. And I don't know if they're playoff ready. Honest to God, I don't know. Ohio State 38-14 against Penn State. Julian Sayin, Heisman winner right now in my book. 316 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he's got the two best wideouts in the nation to do it. Jeremiah Smith, 6 catches, 123 yards, 2 tuds. Carnell Tate, 5 catches, 124 yards, and a tud. Bo Jack is alive and well. 18 carries, 105 yards. He's incredible. The Bucks look like they're just going to walk into Michigan and stomp the piss out of them. It's not even going to be close. They got Purdue, UCLA, and Rutgers, and then Michigan to end it. They very well could go and be undefeated. It could be undefeated Indiana and Ohio State, and I cannot wait for that. Penn State, 200. They fought hard in the first half. They looked tough. Honest to God, they did. And that's a tough loss. Miami, that sucked, bro. 20-26 against SMU. That's a rough look. Kevin Jennings went off, 365 yards and a touchdown. Carson Beck, fuck are you doing, bro? You're trash as fuck. 274 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. That's the old Carson Beck has shown himself twice within the last 3 weeks and the last few losses they've had. West Virginia sneaks one against Houston. The Big 12 is wide open. Big 12 is insane. BYU 8-0, Texas Tech 8-1. Cincy 7-2, Utah 7-2, Houston 7-2, Arizona State 6-3. And next week, we're going to talk about it. Texas Tech, BYU, my game of the year. Lock it in. It's going to be incredible. I'm so excited. Louisville 7-1. They beat Va-Tech. They're sneaky, dude. They could very well win this conference. They got Cal, Clemson, SMU, and Kentucky to end the year. Louisville with that win against Miami, and now they're 7-1, and they've got a pretty cake last 4 games. I could see them sneakily losing one though. Let's freaking ride. I got a new notebook. Who dis? This shit's clean as fuck. Indiana beats Maryland 55-10. 588 yards. They're a tank, dude. Indiana's insane. And they end with the year with Penn State, Wisconsin, and Purdue. What can I say? Indiana's fucking incredible. I don't know how else to say it. They're awesome. You know, they're beating the bricks off teams. They're bouncing back after losing to us last year in the playoff. That's tough. Texas Tech 43-20 against Kansas State. Like I said, Texas Tech, BYU, game of the year next week. Let's go. I'm so excited. Hopefully ESPN gets their shit figured out with YouTube TV. I would love that. Georgia sneaks one against Florida 24-20. I don't know much about this game, but all I do know is Georgia ends the year. Mississippi State, Texas, and Georgia Tech. That's tough as fuck. Virginia beats Cal. The ACC, another good division. Virginia 8-1, Georgia Tech 8-1, Pitt 7-2, Louisville 7-1, SMU 6-3, Miami 6-2. This shit is very wide open. Let's see how it ends. Michigan 21-16, Underwood 13 for 22, 145 yards, and an interception. That's a rough loss for the boy. They won, but it looks looking very well like OSU is going to beat the fuck out of Michigan this year. And I know we said that last year, but this year it could be worse. I think Ohio State is too good. I think Michigan's pretty mid this year. Their running game's fine. Underwood's going to be good, but he's not great yet. Ole Miss 30-14 against South Carolina. Lacey 24 carries, 167 yards, and a tud. They play Florida, Mississippi State, and Citadel to end the year. They're going to the playoff. Lock it in. Put it in your calendar. Ole Miss in the playoff this year. They're incredible. I love Chambliss. I love Lacey. I love Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin, stay at Ole Miss. You got the life, bro. Ole Miss is sick. Don't fuck it up. USC steals one from Nebraska 21-17. USC hanging around in the Big Ten. All these divisions are super wide open. The thing with the portal is everybody's getting level because everybody has similar amounts of money at the top, and that's going to just make everything very level. It's going to be sick. Oklahoma beats Tennessee 33-27, 19 for 29 from Mateer. Mateer just looks mid. I was so excited for Mateer. I was on the Mateer Heisman train, and ever since his injury, he's looked baseline fine. Joey Aguilar, he looked Heisman, 393, 3 tuds, two interceptions. Oklahoma versus Bama, Mizzou, and LSU. That's tough. That is freaking tough. NC State, huge win. NC State beats Georgia Tech 48-36. CJ Bailey, 340 yards, 2 tuds. Duke's got 24 carries, 196 and a touchdown. This is a big win for Notre Dame because this is a win. This is a big win for NC State, who Notre Dame dragged. So that is huge. Haynes King, 400 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception, 500 total yards and 4 touchdowns for Haynes King. He's in the Heisman race as well. He should be in New York as well. Georgia Tech ends the year with Boston College, Pitt, and Georgia. Not tough by any means, but we found out from Notre Dame, Boston College, a little sneaky. They're 1-8, 1-7, but they can hang. The boys can hang. Utah breaks Cincy wide open, 45-14. No comment on that. I was on the Cincy train going to this week. I was talking all this shit, and they got fucking cracked open by Utah. That's fucked. I don't know what to say about that. Notre Dame, let's talk about it. That was rough. 25-10. That was a win. That is the prototypical a win's a win game. You take that win and you move along. You like, don't tell anybody about it. It's like you're hooking up with a chick you're not really into. You don't let anybody know. You delete the number. You forget it ever happened, and you move on. That's what we need to do with this game. CJ Carr still looked nice. 299 yards, 2 tuds. He's incredible. Jeremiah Love, he needs to be in New York. Book him the flight now. 17 carries, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns, a 94-yard run. The only Notre Dame player ever to have 2 90-yard runs in Notre Dame history. He's incredible. Send him to New York. Will Pauling is my favorite Notre Dame wide receiver in like 4 or 5 years. He's incredible. It's just a big mug. 4 receptions, 73 yards and a tud. This was low-key a trap game. I'm just going to say it. 3 forced turnovers for them. Tay Johnson, 2 interceptions. Future dog. I think he's a freshman. That kid's going to be tough. I love this defense. We're building momentum. Not the best offensive game, but defensively, only 10 points. Chef's kiss. Chris Ash, you figured it out, brother. Keep it going. Let's go. Navy next week. They're always tricky for us. But look, we just got to clean it up a little bit, and let's make sure we book Love's Heisman flight. He should be there, okay? Next week, what's on the docket? We got LSU Bama. Fun on paper, and it's on paper. And it's super fun to look at. Just looking at LSU Alabama, the shit is going to be sweet. Nussmeier versus Ty Simpson is sweet. A&M versus Mizzou, 2 interesting QBs, Bo Prabula and Marcel Reed. Texas A&M is a tank right now, dude. They're freaking insane. Georgia, Mississippi State. Mississippi State, they compete with everybody they play. Mississippi State is a sleeping giant. They're getting Georgia, coming off a close game against Florida. I think Mississippi State competes, and I think they have a chance to win this game. It's going to be incredible. Oregon, Iowa, sneaky 6-2. That's solid for them. Indiana, Penn State. This is the game where I think Penn State loses by 1 billion. I think Indiana might score 60 to 70 points on them. I don't know if that's going to happen, but Indiana just loves running up the score on dudes, and Penn State is in no way able to stop it. So we'll see how that looks. BYU, Texas Tech, game of the year for me. Lock it in. Like I said, these 2 teams are tough. It's going to be incredible. The winner is probably going to be in the playoff. I'm freaking excited. Notre Dame, Navy, win a football game. Keep winning. The top 12 this week: Ohio State, Indianapolis, Indiana, A&M, Bama, Georgia, Oregon, Ole Miss, BYU, Texas Tech, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Virginia. If that's the 12, dude, that's a solid 12. Notre Dame at 10. Keep moving up. A bunch of these teams ahead of us are going to lose. As simple as that. Let's go into the NFL Sunday. NFL. Chargers fight the Titans. Chargers beat the Titans 27-20, 6-3. Herbert 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, a rushing touchdown. Arande Gadsden from the moon, 5 receptions, 68 yards from the top rope. Gadsden is back. He's alive. He's a stud. Let's keep an eye on him the rest of the year. Steelers bounce back against the Colts. What the fuck was that in Indianapolis? 6 turnovers, bro. Danny Jones, 3 interceptions, 3 fumbles lost. Steelers, huge fucking win. 5-3. They go in. Chargers, Bengals, Bears, Bills. That's a daunting ass schedule. So this Colts win was so freaking key, so needed. The Colts, that was disgusting. That was so nasty, dude. I can't believe that was what happened. You're 7-2 now. Luckily, you have the Falcons, the Chiefs, and the Texans. All winnable games. Figure your shit out. You can't be losing to the damn Steelers like that. But that was very old school. The Steelers defense locked in. That was an old school ass game. I freaking loved it. 49ers sneaky 6-3. They beat the Giants 34-24. Mac Jones 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. CMC 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. Is Mac Jones just a starter now? Brock Purdy's dead as fuck. He's in the ER or something. What's happening with him? Mac Jones, you're a freaking dog. I love you to death. You're incredible. Pats 24, Falcons 23. Drake May. It was National Drake Day. I had a good day. Drake London had a good day. Drake May had a good day. The 3 amigos. What a day. Drake May, 259 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick, whatever. He's turning Pop Douglas, looks like Randy Moss. 4 receptions, 100 yards and a touchdown. Drake London, 9 receptions, 118 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Falcons could have won this game if their kicker didn't miss the fucking extra point. What a dickhead, man. What a winnable game for the Falcons and a very losable game for the Pats, and they both find a way to flip the switch. That's tough. The Bronx beat the Texans. Disgusting game. CJ Stroud gets hurt early, and the Broncos just win by a field goal. Nico Collins is still good. 7 receptions, 75 yards. It doesn't matter who's throwing to him. The Texans got the Jags, Titans, Bills, Colts. That's freaking tough for them, dude. I don't know if the Texans are going to make a run or what. Panthers, Packers. Let's talk about it. Panthers 16-13. They beat the Pack. What a freaking game. Pantherland is alive and well. These people love it. Bryce Young, 11 for 20, 102, and an interception. Rico Dowdle, 25 carries, 135 yards, 2 tuds. Vikings beat the Lions 27-24. Jared Goff, 284 yards, 2 touchdowns. Laporta, 6 receptions, 97 yards, and a touchdown. Detroit is good, but the Vikings with a huge freaking win. J.J. McCarthy didn't look great. He had 2 touchdowns. He threw one to Jettas. Such a big win for the Vikings. Really good. Positive signs. The Vikings at 4-4 could go Ravens, Bears, Packers, Seahawks. That's a tough-ass schedule. I'm going to be honest. And the Lions don't have a much easier schedule. The Commanders, Eagles, Giants, Packers. This division is hell. Packers, Lions, Vikings are literally so good at football. We'll have to see. The Bears are too, and we're talking about them right now. The Bears, game of the year, 47-42, 1,000 total yards between the two teams. Caleb Williams, 280 yards, 3 touchdowns. Colston Loveland with a legacy game, 6 receptions, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. Monangai, 27 carries, 176 yards. Moore and Zacchaeus, a touchdown each. The Bears looked unstoppable today. The defense is terrible, though. Same with the Bengals. Flacco, 472 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Higgins, 7 catches, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chase, 6 catches, 111 yards. And they still find a way to lose. Bears, Giants next week. That's a must-win for the Bears. If they win that, they'll be 6-3. The Bengals, that was the coffin. That was the nail. You're 3-6. There's no way there's no way. Burrow's not going to help you now. It's over, man. I had faith. You needed to win that one, and you blew it. Came back from 2 touchdowns down just to lose it in the end. The Rams are on a crazy heater. They dropped 452 yards on the freaking Saints, 34-10. Stafford, 284 yards, 4 tuds. Adams, 2 touchdowns. Puka, touchdown, 7 catches, 95 yards. Kyron Williams, 25 carries, 114 yards. The Rams got the Niners, the Hawks, the Bucks, and the Panthers. That's tough. That's rough. That's all the above. Hell of a schedule they got coming up. Bills, Chiefs, are they ever going to have a bad game against each other? I don't know. I don't think it's possible. Allen versus Mahomes, 270 yards for Allen, 250 yards for Mahomes. Rice touchdown. Allen 3 touchdowns. Kincaid touchdown. I love every time. If this game's on, you have to watch it. It's a must watch. Turn your TV on. I don't care if you got kids. Cut it on. They'll like it. It's enjoyable. How can you not enjoy Allen versus Mahomes? It's incredible. Um, Jags versus Raiders. This is fucked up. This is some bullshit, dude. Raiders, we lose in overtime 30-29 to the fucking Jaguars. Geno, and this is a Geno legacy game. This fucking dickhead goes for 284 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 pick. 29 for 39. Bowers, 3 touchdowns. Genti, a touchdown. Fucking A. We play our best game ever and we still fucking lose. This is our season. We're fucked. I'm fucking in the mock drafts deep as shit. Fuck this, man. This is bullshit. Our November is Broncos, Cowboys, Browns, Chargers. Yeah, dude, fucking end this shit now. Geno, what are you doing, dude? Like, what is your problem? Look, you couldn't do this the other 6 games that we lost before this? That's so fucked, dude. I'm in the mocks heavy. I want Arvell Reese, the linebacker from Ohio State, or I want Ruben Bain, the defensive lineman of Miami. I don't care. Give me that shit ASAP. Fuck. I'm tired of the Raiders this year already. I'm fucked. I'm looking in the mocks. It's fucked. The World Series happened. The Dodgers find a way to win. Game set the 7 most into World Series games I've ever been to. This was such a competitive series. Both teams are incredible. The 2 best teams played each other, and that's exactly how it should have been. Both of them had crazy dogs on their team. Vladdy, dude, these are Vladdy's playoff stats. 397 batting average, 58 total bases, a 1289 OPS, 8 home runs, 15 RBIs, 29 hits. Just like a legendary playoff by the boy. He's freaking incredible. Another guy, Ernie Clement, broke the single postseason record, 30 hits. He's incredible too. Alejandro Kirk had a great series. Will Smith with a game winner. Rojas with a random ass home run. This motherfucker hasn't hit a home run since October or September. Where did he come from? That's the thing with the World Series. People come out of the woodwork and make big plays, and that's exactly what happened. Yamamoto with the MVP. He was 5-1 in the playoffs, 37 innings pitched, 33 strikeouts, 2 complete games, 6 total earned runs, and a 1.5 ERA. This guy's a fucking dog, man. Yamamoto's incredible. The Dodgers do it again. I mean, I like the Dodgers players, but the organization, fuck off. I'm so tired that they won. It's like the Warriors, but worse, because they just it doesn't matter, dude. They just get random stuff from anybody. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I don't know. All right, we're gonna do the 5-on-5 real quick and get up out of here. Okay, let me go. All right, we got the clock. We're gonna start this shit. I just want to get everything knocked out because I haven't been feeling too hot this week. So we're going to start the new week feeling good. Let's go. 5-on-5. All right, let's get into it. Notre Dame, Navy. Navy's a sneaky-ass team. I'm going to say it now. Navy is sneaky as hell. But Notre Dame, we're on a warpath right now. We're in the top 10, which is right where we need to be. Like I said, Oregon's ahead of us. Ole Miss is ahead of us. Bama's ahead of us. Georgia's ahead of us. A couple of those teams are going to lose and we're going to slide up even more. I feel like we're going to end the year around the 7-5 range, which is fine with me as long as we keep winning. But it's tough. It's tough for me. Miami losing. What the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be winning. Texas A&M looks good, which is good. NC State with a big win against Georgia Tech. Huge win. That's freaking big. So big. I think Navy is tough, but they're beatable this year, and I'm glad we got this bad game against Boston College out the way because they're really not great at all. And now we can lock in on Navy. Their weird ass offense they have. We'll have to see what happens. MLB's over. That sucks, dude. The MLB playoffs is my favorite playoffs. I've said it all playoffs. It was incredible. We had great games. We had the Seattle and the Toronto series. That was freaking cinema. What a series. 7 games. Incredible. We had the Dodgers beating the fuck out of the Brewers. Brewers are dog shit. I don't want to hear shit about them for at least a year. Talk about them. Don't talk about them during the regular season next year. Get them to the playoffs and then we'll fucking talk. Next year, I think for my Guardians, we need to spend like 25 million more and get some solid players in there. Clase's gone. It's time to reset. Let's get a nice little reset in there. Same with Detroit. Hopefully they can keep Scooble, but they offered us some bullshit. 4 years for 100 million, dude. He's the best pitcher like we've seen in years. What are we doing? Come on, man. NBA's in full swing. I've been watching that a little bit. I'm gonna get locked in more on that. It's been really awesome to see Wembanyama. He's looking like MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Most Improved. He looks like a nut, dude. He's so freaking good. It's insane. I'm super excited to keep that going. The Cavs look like ass without Donovan Mitchell. That's a problem. No Donovan Mitchell and no Jared Allen, and we lose to the Raptors. That's a terrible loss. Shouldn't happen ever. Mobley, I need you to step up. Sometimes you still have games where you look weak as hell. That shit has to stop. Garland, I need you healthy. Strus, I need you healthy. Hunter, you're incredible, bro. DeAndre Hunter is a stud. Lonzo's looking great. Again, stay healthy. If this team can stay healthy, we win the East. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. We can stay healthy, we win the East. OKC looks formidable again. The Warriors are my pick, and I'm watching the Warriors. I love that team. They're old, but they got the grizzled vets. Shit's incredible. Like I said, I don't know how to. I've had a weird couple of weeks. Haven't been feeling like 100% mentally. I've been dealing with some shit, but stuff happens in life, and you keep it pushing. I'm grateful. You know, I got a roof over my head. I had a burger today. I went on a run. I went to church. I'm good. We're good. We're going to see Chloe for her wedding. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be a beautiful time in Florida. I'm super excited for that. Comedy's cool. I've been bullshitting, honest to God, I have. Ever since the Don't Tell, I've been half-assing shit. Honestly, I haven't really wrote that much. I need to dial back in. That's what I'm saying. This week, I'm going to feel good. I'm going to have a good week at work and have a good week comedy. The sports writing. Drake's Takes is back on the Substack this week. I promise you that. So yeah, that's how we're feeling. And also, big announcement to end the 5-on-5. Listen, talking MMA, UFC, wrestling, jiu-jitsu is like probably my favorite thing to talk to somebody about because it's so random. It's so many little intricacies of the thing with UFC or MMA or BJJ. Literally every fight is different. It doesn't matter if it's a rematch or what. Everybody's got different ailments coming into fights, different stuff going on in their lives. It's different every time. You don't know. And we had the little conversation with Max Hansen. It wasn't. Listen, my video shit is not good. I'm using a camera from like fucking 2020, like an old camera. I know the shit's not crystal clear, but that's fine. But we will be doing a pod with Max Hansen starting for UFC 322 Islam versus JDM. We'll be doing a pod twice a month. We haven't figured out a name yet, but we will be doing something consistent, and it'll look clear. He's gonna get a webcam. Let me see. We're at view the 5. Oh shit! I did it, bro. Yeah. But yeah, me and Max twice a month. It's gonna be incredible. I'm so excited, dude. I love talking UFC. I love talking MMA. I love talking BJJ, wrestling, anything combat sports related. We're gonna talk about it. We haven't figured out a name. We haven't figured out anything, but it will be on his channel. It'll be on my channel, and I think we might even make our own, like a third channel to just combine them together. That'd be awesome. I don't have much to say. I think that's about it for today. This is probably a short episode. I don't have a timer on my phone to check how long I've talked. Like I said, I haven't been into, like, the last 2 weeks, I've been half-assing. Like, I haven't watched sports like that. I've been weird. Like, the only thing I watched was UFC, the World Series. I watched, like, every game. But football, I don't know. I just had a mental block on watching football. So next week, I'm going to be recording from Florida for Chloe's wedding. It's going to be sick. We're going to have Fled on to talk Seahawks. Maybe we have a couple other random guests on to talk sports. It's going to be freaking sick. I'm so excited for it. And again, pod with Max. This is consistent. I'm doing this every week. It might not be great, but it's happening, and it'll only get better from here. I appreciate everybody who likes this. I appreciate everybody who loves me. Thank you so much. Drake's Takes out. Peace.